Hi there, BookTube! My name is Christina and today I'm here to start this new vlog, I believe, the Magical Readathon vlog, in which I will update you about how my exams are going. And for today I can already tell that I finished one of my planned reads, and the one that I actually finished is one graphic novel. Of course, to be so fast at finishing something, it was supposed to be a graphic novel. And I finished Mooncakes, which is quite favorite one here on BookTube. It's very well loved, very well known, and I have to admit that I wasn't actually a huge fan. I loved it, it was cute, but I've not felt any kind of deep emotion or stuff like that, so not my favorite, but still an enjoyable read. And then I'm currently reading the next graphic novel that I'm planning to finish today, so that I will at least have accomplished 2 tasks and 2 tests at the same time. And I'm currently reading Le ragazze del Pilar. I'm like 70% into it probably, so I will for sure finish it by this evening, and then I will have to decide which big book, kind of big book, I need to start to go on with the challenges. So even if I just accomplished these 2 challenges, none of those are for my Animagus career, which means that I'm still far away from accomplishing anything with this readathon, but it was lovely to start with something light and cute and just overall interesting and fast-paced, which is the most important part. And don't look at the mess behind me because whatever. Yeah, I have a lamp with a hat, a Victorian lamp apparently, and the most marvelous piece of cake here. So yeah, these were my updates for today, and I will see you tomorrow in letting you know what is the book that I chose to go on with. So today is April the 2nd, so it's the 2nd day of the Magical Readathon, and it's the day I'm not even counting anymore of self-isolation and quarantine here, and I am currently reading my 3rd book for the challenges in order to become an animagus and a ministry worker. And I decided to go with the prompt of Potions, I believe, a book with less than 150 pages, and this one actually has like 60 something pages, and it's this beautiful booklet by Charlotte Bronte. It's a collection, selected collection of her letters called Ma la vita è una battaglia, or But Life is a Battlefield, or a war, a battle, something on around those notes. And I adore these editions of books. They are so beautiful because they are made as if they are like postal cards, and you actually, if you want to, you actually may send this book, because the book inside is like that. You may put your stamp up here. It's just beautiful, and I have to admit that I know very little, or better, I remember very little about the Bronte sisters. Of course, I studied them at high school, but then I read Wuthering Heights, and I know, of course, what Jane Eyre is about, but I've not read it as a full book. I know, I need to, I definitely need to, but it's so interesting to read this exchange of letters, the letters that she sent to certain people in her life. She's so strong-willed, yet she's a woman of her times, so it's not like that habit that we're having now to create like a modern protagonist in a historical setting, so that she sounds like feminist and badass, but she's actually just a modern mind in a past century. It's actually more like, oh, this was my heater going on, so sorry for the background noise before. And this one is exactly a woman of her time. She's a product of her time, but still she's strong-willed and fabulous, and I will for sure finish this one tonight. And tomorrow it's time for the 4th prompt, and I don't know yet which one I will go for, but we will see. I just wanted to give you a short update, and see you tomorrow. Hi there, it's the 4th of April, which means it's Saturday. It's late in the afternoon, as you may see from the light, and I just ended up filming 2 main videos. So I filmed my middle grade March wrap-up. I filmed a very heated up review because I was a little bit too passionate about it. I hope that it came out right and that I've not stumbled into the world, so I don't want to offend anyone. And yeah, so this means that now I may actually focus on reading a little bit more. And yesterday I've not filmed anything, but I had a very productive day because I finished listening to a book that's not related to the magical readathon, the Owls, and I finished listening to The Hidden Life of Trees. And if you've never read it or listened to it, then please do so because it's amazing. I loved the experience of reading it or listening to it. It's very well written, it's so insightful, and it's strange because I adore nature, I love trees, but I've never actually explored more about them or studied them, and I don't know why. I have to do it more often, so I will for sure go on and read more things about trees in the future, but this was a great starter. It wasn't boring, it was interesting, and like, I don't know, I will for sure go on with my research about trees. And this was the first one. Then I started listening to My Lady Jane, and boy, I love it. It's making me laugh out loud. I'm going around my house like doing my cleaning and stuff, and I'm just like with my headphones on and laughing out loud, and my boyfriend sometimes just pick at me and he's like, "Are you okay?" Or, yeah, absolutely, because the book is amazing. I know that it probably won't be okay for everyone because being a humorous book, our sense of humor is very personal, so sometimes it's very complicated to get it right for everyone. So someone will love it, someone will hate it, I'm sure about it, but fortunately I'm enjoying it. I'm sure I'm enjoying it by now, of course. I'm 2 hours in, I have 8 more hours to go. It's actually 12 hours long, but I'm listening it at a 1.25 speed. I don't like to listen to audiobooks at a 1.5 speed because then the voice really seems off and very cartoonish, and I don't like it. I still love to hear kinda a normal voice. And that's the second one. And the third one I started to actually read on my ebook, The Daisy Picker. And again, I'm very happy with my choice because I'm currently just at page like 25, so I'm not that into it, but the main protagonist is 41 years old, and she's a sarcastic, witty, funny character because she's proper and prim on the outside, but then the author puts her thoughts in the book and they're so sarcastic and ironic, and I just love her. And I'm very glad that I'm reading it because it's not that often that I meet a character that's of that age. Usually they're mostly teenagers, and you know that I have a problem with it. I'm really trying to get out there and read books about older people that's not a romance or a thriller. So yeah, that one is just perfect. Thank you, Sveta, for the nice suggestion. I'm loving the book that far, and I hope to go on with it. Which means that after that one, I will have just one more book to read, and it will be In Paris with You with Sveta as a buddy read. And I need to write her, probably I will write her this evening or tomorrow, a letter on Goodreads to decide when to start buddy reading that book. So, My Lady Jane, I will use it actually because my knitting set arrived. Yeah, I ordered for myself a knitting set to knit a cardigan. And fun fact, I used to knit like when I was in like a middle schooler probably, or at the beginning of high school, and then I completely forgot how to do it, so I need to restart over. It will take me some time, but I'm planning to listen to My Lady Jane while knitting because why not? I have time. It's like isolation time. What time can be better than this one? And so yeah, I will go with it. I bought some blue it's not wool, I believe it's more like cotton thread. So it will be something that if it comes out decently, I will be able to wear at whatever season, but we will see. And one more thing is that today I actually discovered that I had a folder on my hard disk that I completely forgot, and it was a folder from Ireland when I went back in Ireland, and I have actually a vlog. It's not exactly a vlog, a video about it. I took a couple of photos, not that many, but I have there like 20 photos that I may edit and send to my friends, and I hope that they will love it because it's still a memory and I hope to share it with everyone. So I have that to do. And of course I still have my photos to edit from my set that I'm currently editing, and I have now 27 photos to go, so that maybe at the end of the next week I will finish, I don't know, I hope so. And then I will have one more set to edit, and then that's it. Then it means that I need to start over photographing, and I'm afraid to do so because it's years passed since last time I actually photographed someone, so I'm a little bit afraid that I'm not able to do it anymore. I know that it's stupid, and then I actually am able, but well, it's one of those things when you think that you're not able to do something just because it's been a while since the last time that you've done it. I don't know why I'm sharing so many random thoughts with you, but I'm enjoying it. I hope that you're not too bored with this video, and I will see you later with some reading updates. And good afternoon, BookTube. Today is April the 5th and it's Sunday. My hair is a mess just because I just washed it and not combed it yet, actually, just hair dried, and so it's unruly and wild and whatever. And I just wanted to give you a quick update. So today I listened this morning to a little bit of My Lady Jane, and I was listening to it while doing some chores at home. So I was washing some dishes, making some laundry, stuff like that. So now I'm almost at 5 hours of listening that book, and it makes me smile, it makes me laugh, it's funny and silly, and some things are complete tropes like the lack of communication and just misjudgments and misunderstandings and stuff like that, but it's still funny for me. It's something lighthearted and I'm enjoying it really much. And then I'm trying to slowly go on with the Daisy Picker, and I'm currently at page 50, and I have to tell you that I'm loving it, absolutely. The things that the character decides to do, the way she thinks about things. Like, for example, I just read this part in which she kind of compares herself to Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz, and she tells that she was just like Dorothy, that was in her house and just watching these amazing and strange things happening out the window, like people flying and a tornado, and she was just there still in her house. But now she's deciding that it's time to get out and to get into the tornado. I don't know why, but it really made me smile and made me feel like energized and full of life and ready for all of the possibilities that we will have when this mess will be over. And just a quick update, right now here in Italy we are locked down for now until the 13th of April. So for now my smart working contract has been extended till that time, and we will see how it will go from there. Of course, we're not sure what will happen, we don't know for how much longer this will last, and we will have to adapt probably new life habits and everything will change a little bit. And I know that it's silly, but one of the things that really makes me a little bit sad is the fact that I really wanted to go to my trip to Japan at the end of May. Finally, it was a year-long wish, so a year's long wish, and probably the place that I really wanted to visit more than any other place on the planet at this point. And it was there, and now it's not anymore, so probably I won't be able to go there for a bunch of months, and now I will have to delete everything to try and change my flights, but we're not sure what will happen this summer or this autumn, so we're doing everything kind of blindfolded. So for now I'm just waiting a little bit. I will probably wait till the beginning of May to decide what to do. And yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, but then in a greater scheme of things, of course, it's just a stupid thing and a silly one, because fortunately the important things are here. So people that I know, everyone is healthy, everyone is taking care of each other, and yeah, it could have been much worse for me, and everything is kind of going good, so finger crossed it will go on like that. And yeah, this is it for this short update. I will for sure go on both with My Lady Jane, because I'm actually starting to knit. I have it here, I started, and I need now to get a little bit more of practice, and then I will get into making a cardigan. I know it's a little bit kind of risky, but I really wanted something different from a scarf, because one, it's not a season for scarf. Two, I already made it back in the years. I mean, it was like more than 10 years ago for sure. So yeah, maybe like 12 or 13 from the last time I made something knitting. And I went for a cardigan because why not? Yeah, what can possibly go wrong? Like everything, but whatever. And so I will go on listening to My Lady Jane, I will go on reading Daisy Picker, and now I will write that letter on Goodreads to Svetlana, so that we will be able to decide what to do for our buddy read. And see you later or tomorrow. Bye! And today is April the 7th, it's Tuesday, yes, it's Tuesday, and currently the reading update is that I've not listened to any more of My Lady Jane, because I actually started listening to a podcast, and I find it really useful, because I went on with my knitting, and probably I will show it to you like tomorrow, when it will be a little bit like more, I don't know how to tell it, like more, because right now it's just this big and it's not enough to even be shown. But I'm glad that I'm starting and getting back in the game again, and learning again how to knit. And meanwhile, I finally wrote to Sveta and she answered me, and we will start tomorrow morning in Paris with you. So yeah, these are the plans. And meanwhile, I'm on page 100 of the Daisy Picker, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. It's so cute, so lovely. Even if nothing huge happened, it's still just, I don't know why I enjoy so much that book. Then I was able to finish post-producing all of the photos from back in the days, like 2 years ago in Ireland. I had just a couple of photos, like probably they were like 10 or 15 at the end of the day, and I finally edited them. This means that I really need to get back to the main photo shoot that I'm editing currently, and I'm like that. I start doing something and then suddenly I feel the need to start something else meanwhile, and so I end up finishing the second thing before the first one that I started. No idea of why I'm so, but I just have to deal with it. And since we're here, I wanted to share with you something. Today I received a box, and I kind of forgot that I got this box because I ordered it in February. So we're in April. It took its time to arrive, but it's normal because it was the box for March, and it's from an Italian company. It's this one. Just look at the beautiful box, and it's Hopipolla, I guess. I'm not sure if you're supposed to pronounce it like that. And I bought that box because it was all themed around Japan, and I was supposed to go to Japan in May. Not gonna happen, as I told you before, and not sure when and if it will happen, but I still have some items and I really wanted to share them with you. First of all, it's something very useful, and I usually don't know what you do. Tell me what you do when you travel, because when I travel, I usually pack in the suitcase just a couple of grocery bags in order to put their like dirty laundry to bring back home. But in this box I found this, and it's a bag for your dirty laundry. It's lovely. It's like a koi red fish, and I like it. Finally, something useful that I actually can currently use, because let's face it, it's something that I was thinking about and considering before, is the fact that I'm not a huge like subscription gal, but I still had my fair amount of unboxings. But at the end of the day, a lot of the things, even if they're lovely, the things in almost all of the boxes that I bought in the past, they're all amazing and lovely. At the end of the day, I end up not using them and just storing them like on the desk or in some box, and I don't know, it's kind of pity, and I feel like it's a waste of space and waste of money. So when it's a purely like a box about books, that's fine, or an occasional box here and there if you really want something, but otherwise I really don't see a point. So I will probably reduce drastically the amount of things that I receive. Then the next item arrived nicely wrapped, and it's actually a beautiful and lovely edition in this rough old kind of paper. It is Datsuzoku Memories from Japan, and this is a collection of legends and fairy tales. And look inside, it has this oldish print. I love it. It's not very big, but still kinda, oh, it has illustrations in it too, so that's lovely. And how many pages are these? I'm not sure. Well, I will discover later, but this is definitely worth it. That's the reason why I ordered it, because they had something bookish related in it. Then the next item is something that I will cherish and that I will bring with me when I will go to Japan, because I think that it's just perfect. And look at it. It's this notebook. It's just beautiful. I don't know how to manage everything with just one hand, how vloggers do it. It's amazing. It's completely blank inside, which means that you may write, you may sketch, you may do whatever you want with it. And since it's completely Japan themed, I really want to bring it with me and write down my impressions, because let's face it, it's the travel that I expected for my whole life, so I want to really remember everything. I will for sure like capture videos and photos and Polaroids, and I will try and write down. I don't know when I will be able to do all of that stuff while I will be watching around, my mouth like constantly open because of the amazement, but somehow in the future, when it will happen, I will bring with me this notebook in order to remember every single moment. And then the next thing is such a cute, and I don't know, I never thought about the recipe for whatever reason, but here we have a lovely dorayaki. If you've never tried them, these are Japanese sweets, and the thing that I really enjoy about Japanese sweets is that they are not sweet at the end of the day, because this one is like two pieces of pancake, let's say, within the middle this red beans jam or something like that, and here behind you have a description of what it is, and then down here there is a recipe actually. So that's amazing and lovely, and I can't wait to try maybe in the future. I don't know if I will be able, but I will try. And then there is this, and it's, I don't know how to describe it because it is formed by two parts. The first one is this long poster of the same thing that we saw. I don't know how to show it to you except like that, strangely, of the things that we saw on the notebook. Then we have the description of some of the festivities, Japanese festivities. Plus, I discovered that they actually created a Spotify playlist about Japan, apparently. and there is a quote, and the quote is, "If life offers you only concrete, then try and get the beautiful things outside the cracks." And I don't know if I was able to correctly translate it, but I hope that you get the general message, and it's beautiful, especially for this period. It's like telling, if life gives you lemons, then make lemonade, pretty much, with other words. So yeah, this was an unboxing in the midst of this vlog, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. And here I am, horrible at vlogging, because today is actually Sunday the 12th, I believe, of April. At this point I'm not counting days anymore, pretty much, and I just wanted to give a closure to this first part of the Owls kinda readathon vlog that I'm making, because I want to start my second part. I probably will start it this evening, and I just wanted to give it a closure, tell you that finally today I was able to finish My Lady Jane. I loved it. I listened to the audiobook, and if you're thinking about reading it, please listen to the audiobook, because it's so worth it. I will for sure make a review of it, and just glad that I was listening to it during this particular moment of the year and of our lives. And yeah, currently I'm in the midst of the Daisy Picker, and of In Paris with You, which is my buddy read, and I'm reading both, like a little bit of one, a little bit of the other. But I have to admit that in the last 3 days I've not read that much, because I was feeling kinda awful because I was on my period. I know, a bit of too much information for you, but nonetheless, for me it's kinda painful, and sometimes it hits me really hard, and that one was one of those moments. And so I ended up not doing pretty much anything, just laying down with a huge headache. And so yeah, now I'm back, I'm feeling better, fortunately. I'm a little bit more energetic. I'm still not doing any sports. Maybe I will start tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And this was it for this first part of a vlog. I still have 2 more books to go, and who knows, maybe I will be able to read even a little bit more this month. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!